Happy morning to everyone. 74th Independence Day wishes to each and everyone. Today, I would like to explain communication skills to my students. So, a good communicator should possess what type of qualities? How can you become a good communicator? My students may become doctors in the days to come. They should have a good communication skills, how to communicate with a patient, how to communicate in a group. So, how to communicate even in his residence, or how to communicate with his family members. So communication skill is very, very important quality one should have. My dear students, remember, a good communicator have confidence in his voice. A good communicator should have a strong self-confidence in his voice. They must be confident. So good communicators have confidence in their voice that easily motivates the listeners. A good communicator know the target group, target audience, and he is having confidence, a very good confidence in his voice that motivates the target audience. So the first quality one should have is having confidence in his voice. Very important quality. Unless you are confident about your voice, you cannot communicate properly. You should have a command over your voice. You should have a belief in your voice. So that what we call it as a good communicator have a confidence in his voice in such a way that can motivate audience, that can motivate listeners, that can motivate the target audience. Remember, so a good communicator should possess confidence in his voice. Point number one. So the second point is a good communicator should talk to the point. So don't say chit-chat stories. Don't be, don't be in hesitant mood, and so you should come to the point. They don't speak out, or a good communicator never speaks out something to make people happy. Don't tell cock and bull stories to make the people happy. They don't listen. If you going on telling cock and bull stories, they want to listen what you are going to tell them. So not the stories. So you should speak the truth unto the point, and your talk should be powerful that changes the listener's mind positively. When you are speaking to a point, people will listen to you, and people will come to know you are telling to the point, you are telling the fact. Then they love to listen to you. So a good communicator should talk to the point, and when you are talk to the point, you may add a little bit to that point, but not telling stories continuously. So when you are talking to the point, that too with facts, people love to listen to you. So then next one is ask questions in between. So that is very important. If you want to know the attention of the audience, and if you want to know the mood of the audience, if you want to know whether they are listening or not, if you want to know whether they are understanding what you are telling, you must ask questions in between. So a good communicator asks questions in between to make sure that listeners are getting the exact message. So ask questions, you will come to know whether they are listening to you, or you will come to know whether they are getting your message or not. So that is one important thing. So then another important point is have a control on their non-verbal communication. A good communicator should have a control on their non-verbal communication. When they are interested, they show signs, or they clap, they don't talk. So that is when they are talking, that is a verbal communication. Without talking, through signs, by clapping means when they are clapping when they are clapping spontaneously. So when you are telling something that suits them, that interests them, that makes them to be happy, that they love that what you are telling, they instantly so spontaneously join their hands together to appreciate you. That is a non-verbal communication. You should have a control as a good communicator over their non-verbal communication. So that is when you are looking at their face, you will come to know their mood. You will come to know their interest. You will come to know whether they are listening or not. So facial expression and gesture, body language, these are all come under non-verbal communication. And a good communicator should have a control over the non-verbal communication of the listeners or audience group. So then the last one, that take the responsibility. And as a good communicator, take the responsibility to deliver a meaningful message to the listeners. So they reasonably, responsibly communicate using very simple language in such a way that they can understand each and every word what you are delivering. You may be having some tricks to deliver your message. So by possessing these 5 characteristic features, and these qualities make any person to be the better communicator, to be the good communicator, and so in such case people love to listen to you. When people love to listen to you, your purpose of communicating the message is fulfilled. And people will come to know what you are telling. People will understand what you have delivered. So, by possessing these 5, taking responsibility, having control over the non-verbal communication, talking to the point, and having confidence in voice. By observing this, you will become the good communicator. Thank you once again.